Food waste has become a pretty hot topic as more consumers become aware of the high cost of waste, both financially as well as environmentally.
Now, a school in Minnesota is working on reducing its waste while also teaching their students about the impact of sustainable food. NBC's Ann Thompson has the story.
Lunchtime at Hilliard Horizon Elementary, and the cafeteria is a classroom. Students sorting their waste better than adults ever do.
When you get older, are you going to teach your kids how to do this?
Yes.
What's motivating the kids?
I think trying to do the right thing for the planet, for the environment.
Each year, food loss and waste in the U.S. produces emissions equal to the planet-warming carbon dioxide from 42 coal-fired power plants. At a share table, students leave their unopened items for someone else.
People who made those food, they take a lot of time just to make it for us.
This, along with curbside composting, are part of an effort in Central Ohio to cut food waste in half by 2030. The challenge, as you can see, is enormous.
Look at this. Here we have some lettuce, an apple core, onions, everyday food waste that will ultimately end up in landfills. But very quickly, it all adds up.
And food's probably
Joe Lombardi runs the Solid Waste Authority of Central Ohio.
about 15% of what you see here is going to be food waste in there.
And is that your biggest single item?
It is. It's 1 million pounds a day come into our landfill, just food waste.
Lombardi says an initial effort saw a 21% decrease in food waste after focusing on money as motivation.
It's an economic issue. An individual household of 4 spends almost $2,000 a year on food that is wasted.
So if you can save all this money, why are people so reluctant to do it?
It's just awareness. It is a subject that when you hear food waste, it's kind of icky.
Icky doesn't keep Riley Savage from bringing her lessons home.
Does it make sense to you to do all this work?
I mean, yeah, because it literally takes 2 seconds.
Making school lessons life lessons. Ann Thompson, NBC News, Columbus, Ohio.
You know what's interesting about that? I think people kind of get worried about the concept of composting. It looks like so much work. You could have a dirt pile in your backyard with the worms. You don't. There are so many cities and towns in Maine that offer free compost drop-off. You throw it in a 5-gallon bucket or whatever, and you just dump it for free. You don't have to pay for a service. And for me, like I did 21 days of a habit of just changing. Anytime I had food waste, I put it in a bucket, and then I brought it off.
I got to get on board.
I mean, yeah, and if you would live in one of those towns where you have to pay for the trash bags, save money on those too.